racing like that. Wonderful speedway.
Hello and welcome back to the Oaktree Arena, where the Somerset Rebels return home following a fantastic win against the Kingston Stars. They're going to have to keep that form rolling as Peter Adams brings his Wolverhampton Wolves, who are currently sitting top of the league, into town. As always, Speedway Portal have access to riders and management to bring you all the interviews, behind the scenes pit action, giving you a flavour of the evening's events. All of tonight's on-track action, which is covered by Rerun Productions, will be available on DVD shortly. Let's head over to the pits to speak to the two team managers.
We've got Gary with us tonight before the meeting starts. Gary, back at the Oaktree, a couple of weeks off. Looking forward to getting back to it now.
Yeah, getting back to it, and hopefully, we'll try and get the 3 points and push on from their win at Kings Lynn.
Just had a look at the track. Everyone happy?
Yeah, it looks good, but we know when we get out there.
Now, Wolverhampton doing very well in the league so far. They've got a good team. There is no easy nights in this league, is there?
No, there's no easy nights at all. Every team's strong, And, you just got to turn up at their track when they're a little bit off, or one of their riders are missing. But every team in this league's strong, and Wolverhampton are really strong at home as well.
Now, we've seen a change in the averages as well, which has seen some of the positions change. Can you talk us through that?
Yeah, obviously Bradders has come out of reserve and gone into number 2, right with Doyley, and Jake Allen goes to reserve. And I've also swapped around Lawson from 5 to 4 and put Jack onto 5. We have spoke to Jack about it, and maybe we feel it's a move in the right direction for him in his career. Plus, the last 4 Heat 15s. Doyley and Jack have got 3 5-1s and a 4-2, so I think Jack's about time he moved up.
So it's all looking positive so far?
Yeah, we try to do our best, talk to the riders, and we're after the playoffs. This is what we want, and try and keep a home record. But it'd be hard tonight with Wolverhampton because they're very strong on their own track, and they've got 4 really good riders that keep them in the meetings. You know what I mean? So we've got to try and gate and just do them.
At reserve, have we got Jonas back tonight?
Yeah, Jonas is back tonight. He's just turned up because obviously someone picked him up late, but he is here, and we're at full strength.
Good stuff, Gary. We know you're busy. We'll see you later.
Thank you very much.
Before the meeting, we got the Wolverhampton manager, Peter Adams. Looking forward to tonight?
Yeah, we always enjoy our trips here to Somerset. Fabulous racetrack, very friendly club and fans, and hopefully it'll stay dry and we'll have a good meeting.
Now, you put together another tasty side at the start of the season, and the boys are really performing for you so far, aren't they? Yeah, we've been a little bit disappointed with our away performances. We were at 8 points in front of both Poole and Rye House and won neither of those matches, so that was a bit of a disappointment. But when you look at it sort of overall, we're unblemished at home, so we're on track for where we need to be. It seems to be key to make sure that you've got your home scores in and the points there, and then try and nick those points away from home, doesn't it, to get into those playoffs?
Yeah, I think most teams this season seem to have constructed teams that would do well at home. Been very few away wins so far, only 4 in 34 meetings, which is way off the normal ratio at this stage of the game. But, we're not concerned about what other teams are doing. We know what our targets are, and as long as we hit them, we'll breeze into the playoffs.
Now, you've seen, obviously, the British final that's just gone and the Speedway Nations and the youth that's coming through in British Speedway. What's your thoughts on the youth that are coming through for us?
I think the BSPA need to take a bit of credit, to be honest with you, because, lambasted as we are on social media regularly, the BSPA have been working for a long time behind the scenes to try and put some grassroots activity in place, and as you can see now, it's starting to bear fruit. The results over the weekend were terrific, and had a wonderful British final, and a lot of positive things to look forward to.
And it's great also for the slightly older riders. They're now seeing the youngsters come through, and they're raising their game as well.
Well, they're trying, but I understand what you say. But I mean, it's we're not singing from the rooftops yet. I think any sort of global success is a few years down the road yet. But without a doubt, things are moving in the right direction now.
Well, have a great night tonight. Enjoy yourself here at the O2 Arena. Not too much though. We're not biased down here at all. But
No.
have a great night. Hopefully we'll have some great Speedway out there. And Speedway's the winner.
Thank you. No problems.
For the meeting then with Bradley Wilson, Dean Bradley, you've had a couple of offs recently. We've seen that on social media. First of all, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Just, the body's a bit sore and that. I've been seeing a chiropractor, trying to get back on top of things now because it's just every day I'm waking up in pain, stiff and sore. I spent Monday on the couch just, trying to get my body back. It's hard, and especially at this time of the season when meetings are coming in pretty fast now. So I've got a pretty busy week coming up, and I've been seeing a chiropractor, like I said, so trying to get back on top of things. But it's all going okay. Just trying to keep going as best I can with all the pain in the body and that sort of thing. And the main thing to start with was the head. I took a pretty big whack to the head, so that was sort of the main thing. But a couple of weeks go by and everything else, the head starts healing and everything else starts coming out. But now we're getting there.
And how is it when you're actually on the bike at the moment? Is that affecting you, your movement on the bike, or do you find you loosen up a bit and it's after the racing?
Yeah, no, you don't really feel anything on the bike. You're so focused on what's going on, you're not focusing on anything else, and whatever else is happening, doesn't really come into play when you're racing because the adrenaline's going, and it doesn't affect me too much when I'm riding.
So now you're here at the track, Wolverhampton, tough team. They're at the top of the league at the moment. So you're a great team this season here at Somerset. Everyone seems to be coming on form now. So
I think I think we've got the team to do it. And none of us are too focused on where they are in the league or what they're doing. We just want to go out there and beat them. That's our main focus. Jake moving down to reserve and me moving up into the team is going to be good, I think. Jake's more than capable of scoring some points, and it'll be good for him to get into that reserve 6 or 7 jacket and go out and score a few points for himself, and riding at number 2 should be a good move for me. I want to be moving up and moving forward. I spent most of last season at number 2, 4 and 3, so nothing new to me. I'll just go out there and do my best as always and try and score some points for this team.
stay safe, ride fast, and we'll see you at the end of the meeting, yeah?
Right on. Cool. Yep. Cheers.
With Nathan Greaves just before the start of the meeting. Nathan, having a cracking season again. The season started well for you with Wolverhampton. Nicely settled into the team. Enjoying your racing, yeah?
Yeah, it's good. That's the key there. You just said it. Enjoying it. And that's what I'm doing this year. So just got to keep it going.
You're in the Premiership League, Wolverhampton. Just signed for Red Car a couple of weeks ago, is that right?
Yeah, just signed for Red Car on a 28-day contract. Hopefully, if I get some points, it'll be longer than that. But that's good. Works out perfect because the fixtures aren't as much this year, you know, with the new rules in the Championship. So shouldn't be too busy, shouldn't be too worn out, but just enough to keep riding and, yeah.
Well, tonight you're at the Oaktree Arena against the Somerset Rebels. What do you think of the track here?
Oh, it's good. It's really good. It's really easy to ride, but really hard to be fast, and the home riders are really dialed in, so got to be on my toes and try and get a good setup from the start.
Have you had a chance to look at the track yet?
No, I used to go and do that. I used to look at it as soon as I get here, but there's no point because it's not finished until about 6:30, and then you go out again and it's different. So I always wait now until the last seconds, and should be going in 5 minutes. So we'll see.
we've been looking in the pits and we know that your dad is a mechanic for you. You do a lot of travelling together. How do you find it as a family, travelling all those miles up and down the country?
I'm not going to lie, there's been some silent trips home when I've had a bad night. You know, it's a bit easy to argue and not get on with it when it's your dad, when it's your family. It's a lot easier to have a bad atmosphere and say the wrong things. But this year we had a talk and we're getting on a lot better, and we just said to ourselves, when something does go wrong, just enjoy it. Not many fathers and sons get to enjoy the experience and go on this journey what I'm on. So, you know, we're grateful both to be doing it together, and like I say, it's really good this year.
So if it's a good night for you, it'll be karaoke party time in the van on the way home.
Yeah, it won't be a silent trip, hopefully, but no, it won't be anyway. We're good, and we're both enjoying it, so that's what matters.
Good stuff. Well, look, Nathan, have a good night tonight. Stay safe, ride fast, and we'll see you at the end of the meeting.
Thank you. Cheers.
They don't know what they're doing. Come on, Tiny. Come on, Jacob. Who's the chief? I can't do it. I thought you announced the riders, then we do it. Tails. I get no feedback from these blokes. Every week. And then when it goes all wrong, I get the blame. We'll take 15. Oh. I'll let you know.
So let's start with Wolverhampton Wolves and number 1, the Swedish international liking for this circuit, Jakob Forsell. He's partnered at number 6 by the Englishman moving up into the lead team, Ashley Morris. Number 3, Wolverhampton Rebel, continuing good climb from last season to this, Kyle Howard. Another former Rebel, an Australian international, Sam Masters. At 5, skipper tonight and rode in Monday's British final at Bellevue, Rory Schlein. Number 6, another Aussie and another former Rebel, Cameron Heaps. And at number 7, Englishman born in Yorkshire, former swimmer Ethan Green. And Jason Doyle was chosen 2 and 4 for Heat 1. And talking of Jason Doyle, last time we saw him here 3 weeks ago, we saw the real Jason Doyle with a scintillating 15-point maximum, world champion Jason Doyle. At number 2, moving up into the main body of the team, first one tonight for Bradley Orson-Lee. And number 3, great to see him riding out down the high line again a few weeks ago, Charles Wright. Swapping positions tonight at number 4, our fast starting 2017 rider of the season, Richard Lawson. And number 5, possibly a sign of the season, this fella's in great form, Jack Holder. And number 6, a warm welcome back from injury to Jonas Jefferson. And finally, number 7, dropping to reserve, we're to see him no doubt his great performance down the third man, Jake Allen. I'm sure the crowd will want to know what you think of the track tonight. We've spoken to them last time, and very grateful we were for you for coming out, ladies and gents. Great, what do you think of the track?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's quite quick tonight, which is, I thought it might have had a bit more go. I know, given like we had quite an overtime stay down here, but no, it's good. The track guys done a good job. It's not breaking up like it was a few of the previous, the first couple of meetings or so. But yeah, the track's alright. We just taking the turn tonight over quite quick, so that's why a couple of us struggling, and yeah, we just come good. We need a couple of rides to look for that.
Okay, and Richard Allen has gone back to Oz.
Yeah, Dad left a couple of weeks ago now, and Pop's over there at the moment. He's over visiting some friends up in Wormley Queens, and they only come down today, so good having him here. Yeah, and I think Mum comes over later in the year for a bit of a holiday, so just start going through.
Okay, you've got Pop on the sandwich then?
Got him helping me. He's got an easy job with steering oil tonight. Can't work him too hard, so
great stuff, thanks for coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, Jake Allen.
Phil Morris here. Phil, great to see you at the Oak Tree Arena tonight. You enjoying your night with us?
Yeah, so far so good. I was playing golf just up the road, so I thought I'd have a bit of a busman's holiday and come along, and I asked Doyley if he could get my name on the gate. So yeah, it's a good meeting so far. It's quite slick out there, but yeah, your boys are doing well.
There's great racing out there as well. Now, you've raced in British Speedway for many years, a great servant to the sport over here. You must be really buoyant with what you've seen with the youngsters coming through in British Speedway at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. 4 or 5 years ago, I was heavily involved in it, and some of the guys now coming through, your Carl Bickley, your Zach Weitneck, all these guys, I was heavily involved when they started. So yeah, quite proud. Obviously, I've got to be impartial in my job, but it's good to see some of the kids coming through, and hopefully they'll make it big in the sport.
Now, you've just mentioned your job, obviously, with the FIM. We see you all on the TV. It's a difficult job for you to do at times, but it is a full-time job, isn't it? I mean, when you're off camera, you must be working really hard for them as well.
Yeah, it's, my main thing is making sure the riders are okay and there's no problems, and I think they respect me and I respect them, and yeah, it works good. It is a full-time busy job, but I love it, and I'm still in the sport that I love, and yeah, I'm still going strong.
Really good to see you tonight. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you, Phil.
Cheers.
Jonas, good to see you back in the team again. How are you getting on since your injury?
Oh, it's been good. I haven't done so many meetings, so I feel I'm a little bit behind, but I also feel good with the hand, and I just need to get back in shape again.
What exactly did you do to the hand? I mean, we knew you had a hand injury.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's the bone under the thumb. I broke it 2 years ago, and it didn't heal up perfectly first time. So they wanted me to actually have it on a little bit more than I did, but it's fine for now.
Now, someone told me earlier you're in the under 21 championship. Is it this weekend?
Yeah, it is. We have the semi-finals at Sweden at Atlanta on Saturday, so I'm really ready for that one and really focused on that one.
So how many rounds have you got for that?
Oh, this is only the semis, so if I qualify for that one, top 4, I'll be back in the finals. That's 3 rounds, so hopefully I can make the most of it.
Well, let's wish you all the best for that, Jonas. I think since you last rode here, I think they've changed the track a little bit less shale, because it was a bit heavy the last time you were here. How are you finding the track now?
Last time it was really pitchy, but today it was really smooth, just hard and slick. So yeah, they changed a lot of the track, so I didn't get the setup quite, but I find my ass off. So yeah, I just need to do it better next time.
Oh, good one. Well, we do hope that that injury will get you back in the saddle again and start scoring the points as you were before you were injured. And we wish you all the best of luck for this weekend.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
See you back here next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jonas. So, Mike, what did you think of tonight's meeting?
It was fantastic. There's some brilliant riding. Early on, it was obviously up against it, but great finish. Fantastic.
As I said, I mean, those first 4 heats, it looked a little bit as if it was going to go Wolverhampton's way. But when you look at the score chart at the end of the night, you've got 7 riders with all scoring solid points.
I think the big thing we noticed was how they rode as a team. Dual riding, fantastic, covering each other. Very good performance. Great.
Absolutely. And I reckon it must have been very difficult for you to choose a rider of the night.
Yeah, I mean, if you could have given it to a team tonight, I think we'd have given it to a team. But one individual rider stood out for us on his determination tonight.
And who is that rider?
It's Jack.
Jack Holder. Here he comes. Rider of the night. I mean, it must have been very difficult for the guys to select the riders tonight, because everybody was flat out tonight. Quite a bit of overtaking, including yourself.
Yeah, yeah, the track was a lot slicker than normal, so you know, it was just everyone around the inside. But you know, when you're in third or something like that, you want to try and get the front. So yeah, for one race I sent it around the fence for a couple laps, and it was getting pretty hairy. So got back to the inside, but yeah, still got the second. But as long as the team won tonight, which is good.
Do you lot, as riders, change something? Because all of a sudden, then from heat 5, the pendulum swung the other way towards the Rebels.
Yeah, well, just probably a bit of sleep, and I think there was a bit of trouble with the tapes not going up properly. You know, the inside was going up pretty fast, and you know, poor bloke on the outside was getting, giving the other ones a bit of a head start. So yeah, once that swapped over and we got the insides, we made it count, and yeah, Wolves' heads went down and we dominated.
So what you're saying is Jason should have had 1 and 3 to start off with, really, then?
Possibly, fully fault.
Instead of Jacob. But the track came to you as the meeting went on, yeah?
Sorta. You know, I don't really like the track that slick, because it's just around the inside, and you know, you have to really be on the fence to try and get something. But you know, that still wasn't as quick. So yeah, hopefully, you know, the track band gets a little bit sorted next time with a bit more dirt, and yeah, we can get another win.
Of course, you're riding now at number 5 as well, which puts you in heat 13.
Yeah.
With Jason?
Yeah, that's good.
And he missed the gate tonight as well.
I'm not too sure what happened. Yeah, I think I made a pretty good start, but not enough to stop old Torcell, and he gave me a bit of a push out. And yeah, once I went off that inside line, Rory went past me, and we had a little bit of a battle. But yeah.
All right, Gary. A tough one tonight, Wolverhampton, and the boys come proud at the end of the night.
Yeah, we had a bad start, and no one seemed to be gating, and that. And then once we started to get the gate, it was away.
Yeah, of course, as Jack pointed out, we did have a problem with the gates. Anybody who was on 3 and 4 and that, we're going to be penalised from the ones on 1 and 2.
Yeah, the inside went up before the outside, so they had 2 or 3 bike lengths in front, and that's hard. You can't give that away.
I reckon that was the sidecars the other week. You see, that's what it was. They put a jinx on. You know, that your plan was to sort of like put Jack with Jason. Was that perhaps for Jack, you know, to get more experience from Jason, or did you have another plan on that?
No, with Jack, like in the last 4 meetings away from home, him and Jason have done quite well, and I just felt we was like losing it a little bit. And then Richard's confidence maybe gone down because he's not winning them races, you know, he's doing well and then going off. So I thought if I change it and then see what happens, and we saw what happened tonight. Richard was quite good. He right through, he's all scored right way through, but then Jack went off. But the thing with Jack, you got to remember, like he only rode Paul last year, and he's only his 2nd year in this thing. But at the moment, Jack's only going one way; he's going upwards. You know what I mean? But it's a bit more harder for him. But I think he can take the responsibility. Yeah, he knows what to do. He's got his brother world champion, so obviously he tells him what's what. And no, but I think it'll be all right. You know, just see how it goes for another couple of weeks, and maybe Richard comes up, and then he gets his confidence back. You know, home and away, and maybe we change it back or change something else. But I think it really worked tonight. And well, the trouble with this league, it's so many hard riders. You know what I mean? And it's hard to win. You know, but.
Well, that's what it's all about, but wasn't it really nice to see tonight that the Rebels from 1 to 7 all put their back into it and scored solidly?
Yeah, they all come good, you know, and you know, Wolverhampton, you know, they've got 4 good riders, you know, they're really good, and you know, they've got a couple of weaky ones, but other than that, you know, it's hard to beat them, but we had to get out the gate and do it because there wasn't much pass on the outside, so we need to sort that a little bit more. And because Somerset's not around the curve, it's not racing like that, but we need to sort that. And you know, we've only got to sort the track out the last few weeks, and we need a bit more time.
I haven't done the arithmetic tonight, but does that still keep us in 4th place at the moment?
I hope so.
Yeah, same here. Gary, thank you very much for coming up and have a word with us, mate. Cheers. Gary, mate, ladies and gents. You've moved up now to number 2 in the team, riding with Jason, and you must feel proud about that. You see? Too many bubbles in the beer, girls.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You all right now? Yeah?
Yeah, good now.
You've got tears running down your eyes.
I missed the question completely.
Yeah. I forgot what I asked. What did I? Oh, yes. Moved up into the team at number 2 now. Feel proud of that, yeah?
Yep.
I'm going to get a lot out of you tonight, aren't I?
No, we're good. Yep. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, really, really good to be making that step up. That's always been the plan. You know, I don't want to stay at reserve all my life. So, no, good to be making that step up and scoring some points.
And you've had Bruce here with you tonight as well. Has he been helping you in the pitch as well?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, no, sorry.
I think what you need, mate, you need another drink, don't you?
No, I'm good. Yeah, no, Bruce has been good. Really helpful having him here, and I'm living with him now. So it's good to be living with a fellow Kiwi, and you know, picking up little pointers off him, and you know, it's just a nice feeling. You know, being amongst another Kiwi and that, and makes being over here a bit easier. So no, it's really cool.
He's not got you involved with Ice Speedway yet, though?
Yeah, next week.
Next week?
No, I'm only kidding.
Has he still got his bike, has he?
I'm not that mad. Yeah, no, he's still got a bike. I think he owns a bike in New Zealand, I think. So maybe you'll give me a go on that when I go home. I don't know.
Gotta say, Richard, hard luck on Monday night. I think everybody here was watching you on the TV and trying to get behind you, but I tell you what, those likes of Robert and Dan Bewley and that, they know that track. They get so much speed, don't they?
Yeah, I was struggling a bit. Yeah, kind of just not in the right place at the right time, and yeah, it was one of them nights. I'd hoped to get into that semi and then see what happened, but yeah, it just didn't work out, unfortunately.
I was willing you into the first bend and you were getting there, but at one time you came out the second, you lost it, didn't you, unfortunately?
Yeah, that was it. It's a tough place, but I watched it back a few errors on my part, but constantly learning, and yeah, we'll give it a go next time.
It's good to see you in the British Championship, mate. Anyway, going back to tonight, you got form coming back down here again now, because you were missing the gates a few times, weren't you? I know it's so long ago, the last meetings, but you got your gating gloves on again now.
Yeah, one reason or another, it just kind of wasn't working out here. I don't know what I was doing differently. Everywhere else was going really well. It just kind of looked bad I was not scoring the points here, but I picked it up a bit tonight. I think I got paid 10, so yeah, happy with that. Yeah, round the inside was kind of the race line, which is not normal, is it? You know, you can normally go out wide, and yeah, I don't know. Track's been a little bit different, so it's been a bit awkward to kind of get a good setup, but same for everyone, so we just got to make it work.
Well, keep scoring the points, because Poole next week, got to try to beat Josh next week.
Yeah, definitely. Get one over on them, it'd be good.
Absolutely, mate. Take care, Richard. Thank you very much for coming up and having a word with us. Good night for you tonight, Jake. A couple of ducks in the last one, but overall, you've got the speed coming back again now.
Yeah, I mean, I had it the whole time. It's just the track has been different every week, so everything you learned in the previous meeting sort of throw out the door for the next one. But the track was sort of similar to our last meeting, so you had sort of somewhere to start on. So, the track was good, and then it did get real slick, and that's when I went off the ball a little bit. But
you've been drinking the same drink as what Bradley's been drinking, haven't you?
Pepsi, but no excuses. Just didn't make the starts, and when it gets slick like that, you need to make starts, because as you saw, it was just around the inside.
You made a reserve there, but you're all about confidence and that. But would that give you a confidence boost again now?
Yeah, definitely. Like you hit first race is one of your easiest. Well, it's meant to be your easiest one. So if you can start off well in that with the reserves, and just get a big confidence build up from that, and try and carry that through the meeting. But like say, if I was in heat 1 with Doyley and another number 1, a win is pretty hard to, like, you can make the start, but you got two of the best guys behind you in the meeting. So if you're not as quick in front, you can usually get away with it in heat 2, but if you're not as quick in the opening race, it's hard to stay in front.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we're doing quite well, picking up a few points. We won at Kings Lynn.
And you won. You actually beat Robert Lambert there at Kings Lynn as well, I understand.
It's just a race, isn't it? It's nothing big really, but
You're talking to the guy that had six races totally unbeaten to become the British champion there on Monday night.
Yeah, well, I could say I beat Doyley as well, but it's just a race, isn't it? So on to the next meeting. It is what it is. It's always good to beat him, but at the end of the day, it's a race. You're back out the next night racing, so it'd be different if it was a world championship and I beat him. I'd be over the moon, but it's just a race. Race him again next time, and the time after, and the time after that. So, you smile under your helmet, but at the end of the day, that's all it is, just a race.
Cheers, thank you very much for coming up with a word with us, Jake. Jake Allen, ladies and gents. Right, that is it for the night then, ladies and gents. Glad you enjoyed the Speedway tonight, and look forward to seeing you again next week versus Poole. Thank you very much.